Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome back to Na'na' School. In this series of videos, I am teaching you Excel. In the last video, we talked about formatting. Today, we are diving into some essential Excel functions that will make working with data much easier. Let's jump into it. Let's start by opening a workbook and selecting a blank one. I'll type an example table to demonstrate the functions we will discuss. Now that we have our table, let's start with a simple yet powerful function, sum. The sum function, from the name, you can guess what it does. It adds all the numbers in a range of cells. Here's how. In the total here, start by typing equal sign or the plus sign depending on your computer, and then write sum, and then open a bracket. Select the range of cells you want to add, close the bracket and press enter, and there you go. A quick note, you can also use operators like the plus sign for adding, the minus for subtraction, the asterisk for multiplication, and the slash for division if you are working with just 2 or 3 cells. Next is SUMIF, a more advanced version of sum. It adds numbers in a range based on condition or criteria. Here's how it works. You start with the equal sign, then type SUMIF, and open a bracket. You will notice 3 arguments. Range, which is the cells to be evaluated, criteria, the condition to match, and the sum range, which is the cells to sum when the condition is met. Applying this to our example, let's assume that you want to calculate the total cells for all products where the quantity sold is greater than 30. In the cell here, start with equal sign and then open a bracket. Select the range and then type the criteria, which is greater than 30, and then select the sum range and then close the bracket. The formula will be like this. This adds the total sales only for products where the quantity sold is above 30. Now, moving on to the count function, which counts the number of cells in a range that contain numbers. Let's count how many products do we have. Start by equal sign, type count function, and open a bracket. Select the range of cells and press enter. And here you see the count of numeric cells. Next is counter, which is similar to count but goes a step further. It counts all non-empty cells, including those with text. For example, if you have a column, have a mix of numbers and text, count will only count the cells that contain numbers, but counter will count every filled cell. Let's try it in this example here. Finally, let's explore COUNTIF, which counts cells that meet a specific condition. Here's how. Start with equal sign, type COUNTIF formula, open a bracket, and you will see 2 arguments. Range, the cells to evaluate, and criteria, which is the condition to match. For example, let's count how many products were sold in quantities greater than 50. In this cell here, start with equal sign and then type COUNTIF and open a bracket and then select the range, comma, and then write the criteria, which is in our case greater than 50. But remember, it needs to be between quotation marks, and then close the bracket and press enter, and here you have it. This returns the number of products where the quantity sold is above 50, which is in our example only 1 product, as you can see. Okay, to recap, today we covered the following functions. Sum, which is adds a range of numbers. SUMIF adds numbers based on a condition. Count, which is counts numeric cells. And counter counts all non-empty cells. COUNTIF counts cells that satisfy a condition. I hope you enjoyed this lesson and found it helpful. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to drop them in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Na'na' School for more tutorials. Thank you for your time and see you again.